I mean, there's no question that Jalen Carter is the best defensive tackle in this class. Calijah Kancey is my favorite. He's a freak athlete. Literally the only negative that I see on him is his size. He is undersized, 6'1", 281. He's a little bit small for that, but production-wise, extremely good. Athleticism, extremely good. I mean, he should be a first-round draft pick this year. I see no reason why he shouldn't go to, Buffalo Bills. They could use a defensive tackle. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they could use a defensive tackle. There are plenty of teams in that mid to late first round that can use a guy like this. And, he's going to be extremely productive. He's going to be a very good starter at the NFL level. And if he slips to the second round, I just don't understand why. He is that kind of guy.
Yeah. And while we're talking about Calijah Kancey, just a player who plays with incredible urgency as well. Gets after the ball, wastes no time. Even, when the play is past him, he still tries to, run, keep the play moving. He doesn't quit on a play. Runs down the ball carrier, wherever he may be. But the size, it was a concern, 6 foot, 280. But we'll pull up here on Calijah Kancey, and what really got people's attention, being a guy from Pittsburgh during the Combine, an RAS comparison with Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
And this is what a lot of people turned their attention to on TV, during Indianapolis at the Scouting Combine, was a lot of these similarities. 40-yard dash, a 9.96 for Calijah Kancey percentile, 9.95 for Aaron Donald. I can go right down the list. Everything was extremely similar, except pretty much Calijah Kancey had a better vertical than Aaron Donald. Now, do the numbers say it, but we're not necessarily saying he has the potential to be the next Aaron Donald. But as a player from Pittsburgh, a lot of people are drawing the comparisons between the two, and the numbers say it's easy to see why.
Yeah, there's no reason why he can't be that kind of player. And we've seen that the NFL, it's not just about size anymore. It's about athleticism. It's what you can do to kind of get over your size. And Calijah Kancey, I think his technique is good enough. I think his explosiveness is good enough. He's really good at getting off the line. And I think he'll adapt well to the NFL level. I think he's kind of got the mentality to be able to push through, work harder than everybody else, and really make an impact. So, personally, I see Calijah Kancey as a first-round pick. I think he is going to be the only other defensive tackle that goes in the first round. But, yeah, no. I definitely see him as a first-round talent.
Yeah. So you look at the numbers from this past season comparatively to these other top tackles. Calijah Kancey had a very productive year. 8 sacks in 11 games with 30 quarterback hurries, 91.8 PFF grade. Played the majority of his snaps in the B gap, similarly to Jalen Carter, except he played it a lot more. Traditional B gap guy, despite his size, 358 snaps in the B gap. And that's really where he shines in terms of getting into the backfield. Jalen Carter can pretty much bulldoze through any tackle or guard in front of him. Calijah Kancey is at his best, with his size, using that to his advantage and shooting the gaps. Gap penetration was really key for him. Looking at his film and diagnosing what he was able to do, being able to get behind the line of scrimmage and make an impact against the run and the pass. But just the size, the length doesn't bode well for an NFL defensive tackle. But I agree with you. I think someone in the late first round is going to pull a swing on this guy and see what he can do at the next level.
Yeah, it just makes sense. He's shown that he can do it at the collegiate level. 14.5 sacks and 27.5 tackles for a loss in the last 2 seasons as a starter. He's had the production, and I think you can't look away from that. And you've seen that undersized guys have been able to succeed at the NFL level. And I think he's got the mentality to be able to kind of push through, as I said before. So, in my opinion, there's really no reason why you should skip over him.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about who you're going to draft, especially 20 plus in the first round, and defensive tackle is one of your positions of need, I would go for him. I really like him and think he's going to have a good NFL career.
Yeah. So we'll pull the tape here now and see some of this gap penetration. Mayhem work out in the backfield, getting shoestring tackle there on a running back, shooting the gap there and just running down Drake May from UNC, causing an incomplete pass, and now against Hendon Hooker. A lot of gap penetration. Guy shoots to the line of scrimmage time and time again. Uses his size to his advantage. Even though he's an undersized defensive tackle, he uses it very well, and has a great game and a hot motor that some defense coordinators gonna love.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, there's really not much else to say about him. You can see it all on the tape, and he's got the athleticism, he's got the production. He's a first-round talent.
Yeah, I think so, and a very fun player to watch. And
he's a lot of fun to watch.
It's gonna be fun to see potential comparisons continue with the great Aaron Donald.